All right, y'all. So you see, I'm still in my work clothes. I just got back from the theater. I watched Insidious 6 out of the further. I'm still in my work clothes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this movie review done while it's still fresh in my head. I saw it, so you didn't have to. If you want to still see it, then hey, decide for yourself. But I saw it, so you didn't have to. Look, it took from a lot of other aspects from other movies, and I like that part. It took the aspect of dream powers from Nightmare on Elm Street, the Dream Master, with the Kristen character who can take people into the spirit world or the dream world. It took from Freddy versus Jason with the Monica Keena character, where you can take things in or out of the spirit world and or the dream world. I haven't seen Stranger Things, so the aspects of the movie where there was a parallel world, I can't say that it's like the Upside Down because I've never really seen the Upside Down for sure. I've heard about it, but I can't say for sure that it's like the Upside Down. But what I can say is that the Jordan Peele movie, the movie Us, is kind of like that. The concept of parallel worlds that look like our world, but when you see it, it's vastly different. So it has elements of parallel worlds in it. It also has elements of The Conjuring. I think The Conjuring 2 with the scribbling inside of the notebook that gives you clues later on. That's in this movie. It has even elements of Insidious The Last Key with the whole villain and everything like that and the whole creepiness of it all. So it took elements from other movies to make this movie, and believe it or not, I like that part. But the movie itself, basically we come across this lady and she's clearly psychologically impaired. Well, she's going under a lot of what the Conjuring universe would call oppression. She's going through a lot of stuff and it's wearing her down mentally and physically. And her daughter in the movie, she's seeing all of that. So she pretty much self deletes in front of the daughter. And then the movie jumps forward 20 some odd years later, and the daughter that we previously saw, she's now grown up and has a daughter of her own. Now, from that point, we just get right into it. She starts going under oppression too, and we meet the villain of the movie. Is basically some cult guy that heavily believes in life after death. He believes in it so much that him and his cult try to prove it in this movie. So basically, they're trying to put their ghost bodies into host bodies and live out their days, because what does ghosts want mainly? They want to live again. So he tried to prove the point. That's how much he believes in it, and that's basically the movie, people. That is basically the movie. Now, look, there are good parts of this movie. Okay, it introduces pretty good concepts of dream powers. Like I said, dream powers that kind of borrows from Nightmare on Elm Street, the Dream Master. I like how they displayed those dream powers. Now, the main character in this movie, she's like Kristen, like Uber Kristen. She has a little bit more powers than Kristen did in Nightmare on Elm Street. She has a little bit more power than that person. It reintroduces the concept of the red door, but this red door is red for a reason. Okay, you'll see in the movie why it's red. So I like that part. I like the look of the further. They delved more into the further and what it looks like and the layout of all the place. I like that. I like the look of the villains in the movie. There's multiple villains in the movie. And actually, the villains from the other Insidious movies, they make appearances in this movie. So I like the look of it. I like the pace of it. I like the pace of the movie. It gets into it real quick. I'm not saying it doesn't have storyline. It has storyline. I'm just saying it get down to the nitty gritty real fast. Stuff started happening like immediately. And I like that. I like that. That was good. Uh it introduces the concept of spirit guides. There are multiple spirit guides in this movie. Uh let's see. The acting wasn't horrible, so there's that. But yeah, it had some good stuff going on in this movie, but the amount of bad stuff that it had in this movie makes the good stuff pretty small in numbers. So, like I said, as for a grade for this movie, I feel bad because I don't like not enjoying the movies that I go see. I feel bad for doing this, but it feels like a 5.5 out of 10. If this movie feels like a 5.5 out of 10, I went into the movie super hyped, and by the time I got out, I felt just a tad bit let down. I feel a tad bit let down, like you promised a lot and you under delivered. Like I said, there's good parts in it, but the amount of bad parts, uh, I could see the scares happening. I say they're scares, but I could see the scares happening like a mile away. And it's not so much that they're jump scares, they're just predictable. They're just very predictable, the scares in this movie. And I say scares, but they're not really scares. They're just creepy moments that happen throughout the movie, just sprinkled throughout the movie. Creepy moments. I mean, but even with the creep factor, it's just, I mean, it's almost cringe. In fact, during the movie, there's a couple things that happen, and I'm sitting there in my seat, and I'm kind of like, okay, come on, movie, that was a little bit silly. That was a little bit silly, and I need you to get back on track with the scares. So there's that, and then there's the villain himself. Y'all, I'm telling you, this edge lord of a villain wanted to be Keyface so bad. I mean, if you want to see this movie, you got to see it to believe he wanted to be Keyface so bad. But Keyface from the last Key, Insidious the Last Key, he was legit creepy. He was legit creepy with him attacking the adults, attacking the kids, his mannerisms, his look. That was legit creepy. Keyface was creepy. He did his job. Okay? And to be fair, in this movie, the old people that were in the movie, they did their job too. But the main villain, he was so freaking cringe. He wanted to be Keyface so bad, and he just didn't have it. It was so cringe at times with his mannerisms, with him trying to be creepy, but you're never really scared of the guy. And I didn't like it. I didn't like the main villain. He was a poser. He really was. But it's good to see Lynn Shay still doing her thing, even though her character died. I believe a couple movies before, or in the last movie. I believe her character died, but she's still involved in the movie, doing her thing, pulling her weight. But as for the movie itself, no, no. I gotta give it a 5.5 out of 10. I came in with a lot of expectations, and I was hopeful, but I feel like it under delivered. Okay, there was some good about the movie, but the amount of bad in this movie, it greatly outweighs the good. So yeah, I gotta say it's a 5.5 out of 10. Now, if you want to see the movie still, I go ahead, do it. Okay, just to see it for yourself. This is just my little opinion. It doesn't make me right, doesn't make me wrong. It's just how I saw the movie. Great concept. Great concept. Very bad execution. Very bad execution. I would say that I wouldn't say disappointed, that's a harsh word, but I am let down. 5.5 out of 10 Insidious.